Boom. Peace. Intro. Guys, you aren't going to believe this. I just recorded a whole video on this and ran out of space right at the end. And I knew I was going to run out of space, so I deleted a bunch of old stuff. But I threw it in the trash, and I forgot to go back to my trash and dump my trash because my phone will keep it for 30 days. And as long as it's keeping it stored in the trash, it'll still keep it on my phone. So I'm almost to the end, and it just cut out. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to start over. Anyway, holy cow. How y'all doing? Pretty good, I hope. Anyway, working on a custom, working on several. But this one here was for Mr. Geoffries. And he said he wanted a Jeep. I haven't ever actually done a Jeep. He said he liked Jeeps. So I said I would do a Jeep. He's actually the guy that sent me the green one back there. And so I said I'd do a Jeep. I wasn't really sure what I could do with it because, as you see, there's not a whole lot of place to work with. And I've never actually did one. So I actually happen to have some decals that I wanted to use that I thought this would be a good one for. So I did. And I must say I changed this thing up tremendously. It no longer looks anything like this. I hope he likes it. Hope everybody likes it. But most importantly, I hope Mr. Geoffries likes it. So anyway, I guess we should get to showing it. And here we go. Boom. What do you think, guys? I went with the U.S. Coast Guard. Dive Team Search and Rescue. Look at the little diver on the back. Isn't that cool? In the front, it's got what does it say up there? Dive Team Rescue Recovery. Pretty sweet, I think. For official use only. Got you a winch on the front with a handle. Turner on and off. Little cable hanging down there with a hook. Of course, I had to put her up on some monster tires. I built an exoskeleton around her. You might have remembered I showed that thing a while back. I held it up in a video or two back. That's what it was for. And I just think those divers are so cool. On the back, Dive Team, Rescue Unit, United States Coast Guard, Guard Patrol. And I tried to paint the lights and everything exactly the way the Gladiator Jeep is. It has this metal guard around it. And man, that was hard for me to paint. Maybe some of you guys could have done it easy, but holy cow, that is small, and I had a hard time getting her painted without messing her up. And then putting the reverse lights in there, and the brake lights actually go around the side. It was a little bit of a booger for me. Then I got the decals on this side as well. And like I said, I painted you some seat belts in there because I thought, man, they got to have some harnesses to hold them in there or something. And like I said, I tried to paint the front, the lights in the front the same way, because that's the way they are in the fenders. And put you some lights up top. I put some of those lights. And I also put you a shifter for the transmission, a shifter for the transfer case, and an oh crap bar on the dash for you to grab. And as you see, I made your steering wheel. Yep, see that? I made that steering wheel out of paper clips. Check it out. That's how it comes. Look at that. Steering wheel melted into the dash. Looked completely stupid. I mean, especially once I got all my stuff on there. I was like, oh, that ain't going to work. I mean, you see my shifter, you see all my other stuff, and then first thing you're going to say is, well, where's the steering wheel, man? So I painted up the dash, or the other steering wheel, to look like dash components, put lights and all the other stuff in the dash. And then I made you a steering wheel, which I just took a paper clip. Let me see if I can find that. Took a paper clip and I just twisted it around this screwdriver all the way around till it formed a perfect circle. Then I cut it where the two pieces meet, twisted it till they lined back up again, and then glued it together. And once it's glued together, you can lightly sand it and you never even see the seam. And then of course I put the piece in the middle, and then I drilled a hole right in the middle of the other dash steering wheel, where I then glued another piece of the paper clip to the back steering wheel, pushed it through the hole and glued it. And that's how I made her. Looks pretty good too, I think. I mean, compared to what I had, see there? I didn't have anything in there and it just looked dumb. And believe it or not, guys, you see this thing? I showed some pictures. I emailed them to a couple different people, and I've already had people offer me $75 for that thing. Can you believe it? I don't even want to get rid of it. I want to keep it. I love it. But I made it for Mr. Geoffries, so that's where it's going to go, to Mr. Geoffries. And so I told those guys, you know, I told them that it's not for sale. And I didn't actually hear back from them after that. But I mean, I guess I could make another one, but these things take a lot of work, guys. As you see, I tried to make my frame perfect, you know, dimensions, squareness, everything. But, you know, before I was a union sheet metal worker, I was a pipe fitter for a number of years as well. So I used to do a lot of that on real stuff, not these itty bitty things. So I'm kind of used to that. You'd be surprised how much of that I could just cut and make without even measuring. Just eyeball it. I eyeball it and I cut it and I put it in there. It's really weird. Just comes with all the years of doing it, I guess. It just, I don't know. It's really weird. And I was going to put plate on top of that with holes in it, but I was like, I'm going to leave it open and just put the chrome plate on there, which is usually a curved piece of diamond plate, on top of those rock guards. And I just left it that way. And of course this base comes off of, I'd be careful, buddy, because this thing is kind of fragile. So if you were going to pick it up, I would not pick it up by that cage. I would pick it up by right in there on them pillars. But there's the bottom. And this chassis is just glued on. There was no way to really screw it. I usually screw mine on there, but this one wasn't. The Jeep was making it impossible. Now, you can see the screws where the Jeep is screwed back together, but the chassis is glued on there. So I'd be careful with that. But it's glued, and then this skeleton's glued to the front of the chassis. Then it comes up, goes over, comes down, and it's glued to the body on both sides. And then in the back, where those go down, it's glued inside there. So it should be fairly strong, but I wouldn't expect it to be that strong. And in this light, I actually took that light bar off of the same truck I took this chassis off of. And then the front lights, those, I mean, you got to have those on a search and rescue. I thought they came out pretty cool. Look at that. I actually whittled those out of a piece of wood. I just whittled them out of a popsicle stick. No, just kidding. I cut them off of the Hoto. You remember that thing? Remember this? Remember that hideous custom I got from Andre Cruz? Yeah, I took it apart. The thing was just disgusting. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, it was one of my favorites, so I took it apart so I could always have it forever. But it was that. Remember on the front of the Hoto? It's got those lights. Well, I just cut them off and stuck them on there. I thought they worked out perfect. Look like they're made for it. Painted some chrome brackets on the back like that's how it's mounted. And put her on there. So anyway, what do you think, guys? Hope you like it. I hope Mr. Geoffries likes it most of all, because that's where it's going. And don't worry, buddy. I do want to keep it. I love it. That's how it works, though. That's how it goes, man. But I made it for you, so you're going to end up with it. And don't worry, I'm not going to let nobody buy it out from under you. I mean, it's just, I can't do it. I can make somebody another one, I guess, but man, these things, you would not believe how much work goes into making that. It really is a lot of work. And but hope you like it, Mr. Geoffries, because that's for you. And I don't know. I haven't really I mean, I got simple things I do like this. But that's for me. I had no intentions of selling it. I just done that little baby up for me. Kept it, you know. I wanted that cop car out of there. And I got some Highway Patrol decals too. And I was debating doing this in Highway Patrol K9 unit. But once I got going with it, I was like, nah, it looks more like a Baywatch vehicle or something. And then I remembered I had some, you know, Coast Guard decals as well. And because when I first started thinking, I was thinking Highway Patrol. But then I got it, I was like, the Coast Guard would be perfect. The Dive Team Rescue Recovery. And so that's what I stuck on there. Hope you like it, buddy. And just went with that. But yeah, I still got the Lincoln. I didn't even try to sell any of those. I still got the Lincoln there, sitting there. I probably end up just giving it away to somebody. I mean, I never even thought about trying to sell it. I just thought it would look cool lowered with some gold wheels. Heck, I even still got the truck. I didn't even try to sell the truck. Actually, I had somebody email me about the truck, and I'm pretty sure I told them $35 with $5 shipping, and I didn't hear back from them, so that's probably too much for them. I probably should have just went ahead and said 30, $5 shipping, so it'd be 35 bucks. Because I mean, he sounded like he wanted it, but and it wasn't a whole lot of work. I mean, but I didn't even think about really selling it. But yeah, I just kept it too. I just had it sitting over there. But yeah, I mean, I could sell it. It's not a big deal. I keep some things. See, there's a lot of things I didn't plan on selling. I just keep them. And this one, you know, I'll keep it. If somebody wants to buy it, that's fine. And like I said, I already said it. So yeah, I'd let them get it. Like I said, I'd just sell it 35 bucks. But I keep a lot of those. And matter of fact, I'm working on a 56 Ford for Rutledge, I think his name is. Rutledge. It's a giveaway. Pretty sure that was the name. Pretty sure it's Rutledge. He's in the comments. But I'm finally getting started on his. But I kept that one for me. Somebody wanted to buy that other panel I got there and that bone shaker, but I kept those for me. So there's a lot of stuff I actually keep for myself, but so I just wanted them. And but I didn't actually make those for nobody, so I was able to keep them for myself, you know. But when you make it for somebody else, you can't just change your mind and keep it. I mean, so unfortunately, as awesome as that looks, it's going to be in somebody else's possession, and I hope they like it too. So let me know, guys, what do you think? You like it? You no like it? Does it look cool? Mainly, Mr. Jefferson, I hope you like it, because it's for you. I even painted your little mirrors there. I put little mirrors on it. Hopefully, yeah, you can kind of see it there. So there we go, guys, and that's pretty much all I got to show you. And like I said, if somebody's interested in that truck or that Lincoln, just let me know. Um, I didn't even think about it, so I'm sorry I didn't say nothing earlier about when I made them about selling them, because I really didn't think about it. And but odds are, I mean, if nothing else, who knows what? I mean, you never know. I could end up just giving them away. You just never know what I'm gonna do with a car, you know. Like I made all those Day of the Dead cars. I was gonna sell them, and I ended up giving every one of them away. Um, which is cool, you know. That's cool too. It's no big deal. But the plans change, you know. You just don't know what you're gonna do. But anyway, that's what we started with, guys. The old Matchbox Jeep Gladiator, and we turned her into that. So, let me know what you think, Mr. Geoffries. I hope it's cool. I'll have to she won't fit in a display case, so I'll have to put her in something, and I'll tie these wheels down with ties, because there ain't no screw in that one. And hopefully she makes it to you without getting destroyed. I really just don't know if it will or not. I can only hope. Yeah, that's going to be the tricky part, is trying to get it to you without it getting destroyed. But if it comes apart, hopefully you can get her back together. We'll see. So anyway, I'll take it easy, and I'm working on a few other customs. I'm just not done with them. I'll show you when I get to those, or when I get those done a little later. So anyway, peace, peace, peace. Outro. Later.